Welcome to another episode, another conversation with incredible authors talking about their author's journey. I have Karen and Joan with us, and I'm excited for them to introduce themselves. They do incredible work in our community, globally, in person, virtual, you name it. There's so many great things that are happening for them. And my name is Rasie. I am a leadership coach supporting organizations with leadership development. And I also work with aspiring authors with the book development process. I've published three best-selling books that are available on Amazon and many other platforms in store and online. And I also do inspirational speaking for on various topics from leadership to book coaching and all of that. And I am excited to introduce Karen and Joan. I'm going to pass the mic over. We are going to talk about their book. Yeah. All right. Okay. We'll start off with Joan, but please take it away.
Wow, it's this is such a beautiful moment. It's such a beautiful moment for so many reasons. And to sharing a space and for you having us in this space at this moment, for someone who's so incredible and is doing such an amazing and powerful work in the world, that we are truly honored so that you have invited us to share with our words in this moment and to inspire other authors as well out that's gonna come out of this discussion that you just take that leap and go for it because that is what God is here in this moment. My name is Joan Williams, holistic health and certified holistic health and wellness coach and producer of the so many other shows that we normally do: Soul, Light and Body, Enrichment, Mind, Body and Soul. And I'm going to let Karen also follow up with the other shows that we do. But our journey, who I am, what I do, I want to start off with my mom and my grandmother because my mom and my grandmother are the true heroes of our lives. The women in our lives, they've already transitioned, but that is what makes us who we are today. That you see both women that sitting before you today, Karen and myself, that they're the ones who give us the level of strength, the level of tenacity, the love, teaching us about kindfulness and mindfulness, and help us to stand strong as women, the level of resilience and to be strong and go after the things that you desire and step out in faith and knowing that you have what in you, but you know that what knowing that you have it in you that to tap in from growing up as a little girls because we are from Guyana and now we reside in the United States here. And just to know that coming from an environment is to say your environment shapes who you are and all the teaching and everything that they have instilled in us as women, that is what got us to this moment. Believe in ourselves. That's why we designed these bands here to believe in yourself. And as you could see that. But it's so important to believe in yourself because when you believe in yourself, that you can have the level of strength to go after whatever you desire. And so starting off as kids and as I spoke about our mom and our grandmother, coming from a nursing background with caregiving and a medical rep selling medical products, and then moving into the space of coaching as a health coach. And it's the reason why we both, and I'm speaking for Karen as well, she will tap into that aspect, becoming a coach because we care for the elderly and their transition and what is left for the family, right? Those who remain behind. And that is why our desire, our burning desire was to become health coaches, because then we can tap into those who are here in the moment after the passing of their loved one. And then we can support them holistically, mind, body, and soul, so that we can help them to stand strong. That even though loved one has transitioned, they always carry it within their heart. What level of strength do they have with themselves to go forward in the future and make their loved ones that has transitioned being proud of them? And so that's why we study from IIN at IIN. And what we did, we study health coaching, and then we decided to step out a little bit further And that is why we wrote our book on self-care, and also Your Gut and You, which Rasie was the one that we have chosen to bring us into this moment, Your Gut and You. And so there was so much factors that's gone into this process, and at which we're going to discuss later in the interview. I know Rasie is going to talk to us more deep about that. But that's who we are. Our level of strength, love, kindness, and share with others. And that's our mission: to serve others, uplift, support, and help them to shine as well. Because when we help others to shine as well, that is how we create a level of impact in the world. So I'm going to toss the mic over, Rasie.
I love it. Oh, such an awesome intro. Go ahead, Karen.
Razi, first of all, we just want to thank you so much for guiding us through this process, because writing Your Gut and You, it was all new to us. We never wrote a book before. And you said, I'm going to hold you guys' hand and I'm going to walk you through this process. And you did it all. And, we just want to show you gratitude for helping us to reach this milestone, because we appreciate all your efforts. We appreciate your time. And we really appreciate you really fitting us into a space whereby we can understand how we could become authors. Because you guide us with your guidance. And with your guidance, we stand on that foundation that you give us to stand on. And that is how we could have emerged and have this book on Amazon for sale. I'm Karen Pascal, certified holistic health and wellness coach, and myself and Joan, we are the co-authors of, and my daughter also, Tremaine Bollerzian. We are all co-authors of Your Gut and You and Self-Care is Intentional. And my sister Joan, she covered a lot of stuff already, but I'm just gonna give some little bit more details.
Go right ahead.
Because we came from Guyana and we came to this big country, United States of America, and coming out from a small country into a big country, you really don't know where things gonna go. You don't know where things gonna lead, But as she said, our grandmother and our mother, those two souls are the foundations at what we are standing on right now, because they always say, wherever you go, be who you are. Don't shift, don't change. Just be who you are. Wherever you go, spread love, give love, because love is limitless, and that is what myself and Joan do. We give everywhere we go, we just give love, limitless, because love is abundance.
It is.
Once you give, it flows back into you.
Right.
There is no shortage. So after we came to United States, we said, you know what? We're gonna get into the caregiving aspect, because we love people. We love caring for people. And as we go into the caregiving aspect, we decided, you know what? We're seeing people transitioning all the time. What are we doing for the living? How can we help someone who is living to take care of themselves? So we decided now to go to IAN, which is one of the world's largest nutritional school in New York City. And we graduated as certified holistic health and wellness coaches. And there is where we learn about the 12 components. And that is how come we normally coach out from the 12 components. And those 12 components, that is what helps someone, because it's food on the plate and food that is off the plate. Because you can eat all the healthy foods, but there are other areas in your life, like your relationships, your finances, your joy, your home cooking, your home environment, all these things, your finances, all these things make up you as an individual.
Yes.
And when you find that one part is being broken down, it affects the other part of your life. So there is where myself and Joan, we comes in as the holistic health and wellness coaches. We dive into these areas because we give you the circle of life. And when we give you the circle of life, you will able to, on a scale of 1 to 10, you can say to us, you know what? My joy, I'm only a 5. Why are you a 5? So we dive into that. If your relationship is only an 8 with yourself and with others, we'll dive into that aspect as well. And we'll see, you know what? Why is your relationship with yourself only an 8? What are some aspects of your life that you don't like? You
Mhm.
know, and why you don't like those aspects of your life, you know? So that is how come we started to do our coaching. And then when we finished with that, we said, you know what, as I said before, what are we doing for the living? So then we decide now to go and do the gut health course at IAN. And after we finished the gut health course, myself and Joan and my daughter, we decided, you know what, let's write a book that we can help people to understand how they can take care of the gut, because
Yes.
everything starts in the gut.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Once you have a good gut, everything starts in the gut. And when everything starts in the gut, remember that there is a gut brain axis. So whatever is happening within the gut is going to affect your brain. That
Mm-hmm.
is why people get brain fog and all of these things start to happen to people, you
Yeah.
know. But I'm going to leave the viewers to buy the book, because when you buy the book, you're going to be able to get all the details that we're
Yeah.
discussing here this evening. So,
100%.
Rasie, we're going to toss the mic back to you. And thank you once again.
Thank you for
That's
that, Mama.
awesome.
You're a true inspiration. You're a true inspiration.
As you explaining that, I'm thinking of, both your introduction. There's one thing that came out with I think of a vehicle, right? If one, let's say the oil change is not getting done, it affects you everywhere, everything else, right?
That's right.
You don't
That's
have the
right.
gas in the car or your brake pedals are worn out. It's all connected.
It's all connected. It's all
Yeah, at
connected.
some point the car is going to break down. You're not going to be able to
Of
move it.
course. Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And another thing too, as you're saying, that is what type of gas you're putting in as
That's
well.
true.
Oh,
You know, what
yes.
type of gas you're putting in your vehicle, you
Yes,
know?
The
yes, yes.
quality, the quality is so important, and that's why we have our card, this card here, which talks about living the life of alignment.
That's
Because when
awesome.
you can move in the space and live the life of alignment, you're
Hmm.
aligned. So you're functioning fully. You're showing up with all your power. You live in who you are, because the question you ask at the end of the day, why are you here? What is your contribution? What are you doing? You showing
Yeah.
up with all your power. Because what do you leave someone, whether it's a conversation,
Hmm.
it's a group or whatever, what do you leave? How do you make them feel in
Yeah.
that moment? Because
Hmm.
when they leave that moment or they leave the room or whatever it may be, how do you make them feel? What is lasting? What
Yeah.
is the level of impact that you bring to that space? The
And
vibration, the energy. What
hmm.
is it that you bring when you come?
Yeah.
That's the
And
question.
yeah. And I
Back
and
to you,
I
Rasie.
Like one thing I definitely want to share with our audience listening, and if you haven't, first of all, if you haven't checked out Your Gut in You, you can search it on Amazon. You can search Joan Williams or Karen Pascal, and it will come up, or Tremaine Boilers, and it will come up, if I'm saying her name correctly, Bowlers,
Yeah,
right?
Tremaine Ballers, yeah.
Dollars, yeah. It will come up and we'll also have the link in the description so that you can click on it or copy and paste. The one thing I remember doing, and this is when you sent me your rough draft of the manuscript, and you're like, "Hey, Rasie, check this out, and these are all the different things that we want to do." And then I shared how I can support you, and I remember reading a chapter after a chapter and changing my grocery list, right? I was like, okay, this, I can't tell you specifically what it was because it's almost like a year and a half ago. But I remember removing one thing out of my grocery list and then adding another thing. And I was like, OMG, I need to take care of my gut. Like, this is why I'm having these issues because of this specific food that I'm eating. And I want to mention a quote that really sticks out to me and up to this day, and it's in the back of your book, the description. So if you go on Amazon, if you pick up the paperback, it's right on the back of the book, and it's living the life you deserve. I think that
Yes.
is absolutely powerful. And this is what both of you represent, like, through all the different works that you do. When I read that quote, I was like, this is Joan, this is Karen, this is Tremaine. It's absolutely powerful.
Thank
So
you
let
so much.
me,
Thank you.
you're welcome, you're welcome. And maybe we'll dive into why did you write this book specifically? I know you shared a little bit about the 12 components, right? And you've also shared like your passion for helping people live a better life, right? That we have control over that and being who we are and show up with that. why this book? Because there's so many different things that you could have written about that you're experts in and that you're passionate about. Why this book? Why your gut and you?
Wonderful. That's a very great question, and thank you for mentioning how you made an adjustment to your grocery list. It warmed our heart to hear that, and so thank you for that. Why? That's a very good question. Why was this book written? And this book was written for so many reasons. One, it's a tribute to our grandmother and mom, and it's so emotional because I mean, they're not here to see this moment, but we know that they would be proud of us for doing this. And then to think about how one should live their lives on a daily basis. Because if we are health coaches and we focus on healthy living, holistic lifestyle, right? How do you want to live on a daily basis? How do you want to function, right? And what quality life would you want to live? Because the thing is that we have all the dreams and all the goals and every single thing, but are we healthy? Are we making the right choices on a daily basis? When we make our grocery list, going shopping, are we taking the time to make that list and choose the right kind of foods that is going to enrich us and nourish our body and nourish our souls? So the reason why this book was written is so as to help others to pass the message on what we have learned and inculcated and the skills that we have was learned from IAN. We decided to formulate it, put it into the book so we can now share it with others and we can help our others from our information that we have gathered by renowned research.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be able to live with everything. Healthy, vitality, so that you feel empowered, so that you can enjoy everything that you're going after. So this book really addresses, as we talk about how you can address brain fog, feeling fatigue, adjust, as you mentioned, adjusting your grocery list so that you can look at your list and say, okay, do I really need this? Or after reading the gut health book, you say, what, these are the choices I can maybe adjust. Of course, check with your physician on every single thing. But some of the things that can really help you just on a simple day-to-day basis to make that choices, look at your pantry, look at your shopping cart, look at your refrigerator, and then make those choices. So those are little information that we have in the book together, the trio, we should say, and so that you can able to help yourself and live. Because at the end of the day, as you rightly said, a quote behind, live the life you deserve, because you deserve the best. You're special. You deserve the best. You help
You
you to
hear
make the
that?
right choices. That's it.
Yeah, it's
Go
like
ahead. Go
everybody
ahead.
listening in. Are you hearing
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I think it's such a powerful call to action, a question that really stuck out to me as you're speaking. How do you want to live? I think
Mm-hmm.
it's absolute, it's a question we can ask ourselves every single day when we
Right.
wake up or even before we go to bed, right? Because
Yes.
one thing that like that you have in your gut in you is like you have this amazing resource, right? Like this
Yeah.
abundance of like information. And I want to also shout out with like the graphics that you have in there. It's not just text, but it's also, okay, this is what it could look like. And then there's a lot of great resources. I'm not going to spoil it.
Right. Yes.
I was about to list it and I was like, no,
Right.
no,
Right.
we got to
Right.
go
Right.
pick up the book and go check out the description on Amazon, to
Mm-hmm.
see what it's all about. And
Mm-hmm.
Karen, are you okay if I go with the next question with you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
I'll take it.
Okay. Okay. What was the moment of breakthrough? Or maybe there might have been multiple moments of breakthrough for you. And what did that feel like?
Wow. After finishing, as I said before, after we finishing doing the course at IAN and we said, you know what, we're going to do. When you have information, you cannot keep that information within you.
No, you don't get
You need to share it with the world because whatever we learn is to share. It's not to keep, it's to share. So after we finish the gut health course, myself and Joan, we came together along with my daughter. We came together and we said, what can we do with this information? How can we package this information? And how can we offer it to the world? So the first thing that came up was an ebook. We had an ebook before, right? And after we finished with the ebook, we said, you know what? If we can make it more impactful, because when you have the physical book, you can give this as a gift to someone.
Of course.
You know,
There you go.
you can give, because the hard copy. We have the hard copy, and then we have the other copy, the paperback copy, right?
Yeah.
So after we finished, we said, you know, let's package this into a book now, you know, and that is how come we reach out to you, Rasie, you know, because we want to help the world. That's our mission, is to help the world, and so that you can live a quality life. Because many times we're moving through this life, and we really not stepping back and looking at ourselves. We're getting sick. We're overworking, right? And we're not really understanding this structure. And you know, once you can understand this structure and the things them that need to be done with this structure in order for you to live a healthy life, you really need to go and pick up this. Your gut in you.
Yes.
You know, because when you read this book, you can really understand the things that you should be doing in order that you could live a quality life. So that is how come we came together and said, you know what? We can put this together so we can help people to understand how they really can take care of themselves as a human being. Because it's not just living, you have to live and you have to thrive as well as you live, you know, and you don't want to be thriving and then you go on back being sick and you have this disease and you're not feeling well, you're getting brain fog. You don't really want to live that type of life. So in order to live a quality life, you got to take care of your gut. That is the first foundation of anything. You got to take care of your gut. It's essential that we as human beings understand our gut. Because once you understand your gut, you can fix any problem that is happening within your life.
And I just want to put layer in there.
Thank you, Rasie.
I just want to add a layer in there too as well, is that it's very much important to focus on how you feel. Look at the foods that you eat and how you feel when you digest that meal. How do you feel? And then make a note if you can keep. That is why we also make created journals, right? So that you can write down the way how you feel, so that you can keep a track. Well, when I eat this is how I feel. You keep a mental log, but you also keep a physical log, or you can do it just digitally too as well. So those were the moments, and that when we pause and we realize when the manuscript is done and everything is came together, and then we reach out to you. That was the moment. Then we said, okay, wow, you know, this is happening.
Yeah.
This is happening because we gathered information together and every single thing, but you took it, you guided us and helped us to bring it forward to the world. And that was a transformational moment, because we realized we had to pinch each other and say,
yes,
oh my God, it was an emotional moment really for us, right? It was very emotional because it is coming to life, right? Everything we've learned, everything we gathered, all the information was put together, and now it is transformed into the world. And so sitting here as we all three, Karen, myself, and Tremaine and my niece, it was a moment for us. We had to pause, because we always talk on the show, you know, on our different shows, we talk, you know, pause and celebrate your win. We actually had to feed ourselves that and say, you know,
it's huge. It's a significant accomplishment, right? And especially for three people to come together, because there's a specific alignment that needs to be in place, right?
That's right.
You got to be on the same page, the intentions, right? And the follow through. It's working with a team, right? Yeah. What is that? You go from forming to performing, right? Yeah. I really like the part, so I think of self-leadership when you talk about the foundational piece, right? And I think it's such a sustainable approach. Like when a reader goes with your book step by step, they're laying that foundation, it is sustainable. I just wanted to emphasize that piece, like that foundational part. And
Yeah.
I really like the idea of packaging it to the world. That's what authors do, right? It's like we've had these
Yes.
live, especially when we're telling our story or we're
Right.
sharing this handbook or a resource for people to live better lives. It's where we're packaging our experience, our lived experiences, our research, our knowledge, right? Like with your school completion, you're like, okay, we can't stop here. Where do
No.
we go next, right? You're like, we're
Right.
not going to keep it to ourselves. And I think that's the beauty of becoming an author and putting that information out there. It's a big deal. That's basically like what I'm saying. And it's
Yeah.
and I love that you shared a sustainable resource for people to follow step by step. I know
Mhm.
it benefited
Mhm.
me. Like even though I was like supporting you with it, I got
Yeah,
some
yeah,
value out
yeah.
of it as
It's
well
beautiful.
with reading your
Right.
gut and you. Yeah. Okay, so
Right.
next question. What would you say to authors who are stuck in the phase of, I don't know when I'm going to write my book.
Mhm.
I have my completed manuscript and it's just picking up dust. I want to publish, but I don't know what people are going to think. Like there's that hesitation. What would you say? I know that many authors, like we've all been in certain stages, right? Maybe you can share with yours, like what would be your advice and maybe share your story.
Wow, you want me to go first? Yeah. You,
I know I didn't say any name.
you go first, and I will add a layer onto that.
Yes, as you said, what would we say to authors who are sitting there and they are thinking, they're planning, they're hesitating? Just do it.
Mm,
Just do it. You
mhm.
know,
Love that.
nothing is perfect.
Yes.
Nothing is perfect. When
Yeah.
we started off to write, there was a lot of corrections had to be made,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because we don't know it all,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that is where Rasie come in as a guideline,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Once you have an individual who can guide you like Rasie, through this process, there is no need to hesitate.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no need to hesitate because you can trust her and she's going to guide you through the whole process. She's going to tell you, you know what, you need to tweak this, you need to twerk this, you need to bring this in. Once you have somebody like Rasie, who is the foundation that you can stand on, just do it. Don't hesitate. Don't even think about it. Just give her the manuscript. She's going to do the rest for you. Trust her. She will do the rest for you. Because many times we are sitting on something that could benefit the world,
Right.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and we are thinking, I wonder what people is going to say. It's going to reach the right person.
Yes.
It's going to reach the right person. The person who need to read it, it's going to reach the right person and it's going to benefit that person.
Yes.
So many times we got to stop hesitating and got to stop thinking, I wonder what this person is going to say. I wonder what is going to happen. But we just need to get up and just put one foot in front of the other, contact Rasie, and she's going to make it happen for you. Joan, take the mic.
Thank you,
That was so well said,
Yeah.
and
Have the
very
flames.
powerful.
Have the emoji flames happening.
You know, the thing is, be patient with yourself. Show yourself a level of grace and take the first step.
Mhm.
Because when you take the first step and you contact Rasie, who will guide you along, guide you to make the little tweaks here and little tweaks there, and support you on this journey. She is someone who have a level of understanding that will really hold you up and support you and help you to bring whatever you're birthing in the moment to fruition. It will materialize. And you will feel so blessed about yourself, your family, for having someone so special and truly inspirational that will support you and that you can make the step forward. And then you're sitting on this book and it might be one book, two books or whatever. But when you start to experience a level of joy and the excitement, and the emails are back and forth and it's really materializing and it's bubbling up and it's really
Yeah.
getting to this place where it's going to be actually come into the creative
Physical
form,
form, yeah.
right? You're going to be filled you're going to feel like us because you're going to got to stop and take a breath for the moment and
Is this
celebrate.
really
Is this
happening?
really happening?
Mhm.
Right? And because we just want to share the level of emotion that you feel for each
Mhm.
one is different because whatever is it that you're trying to move forward with. But the emotion that you will feel because it's so beautiful when you have someone that can support you,
Yeah.
right? And know that and that you're willing because there have to be a level of willingness
Yes.
too with you,
Yes.
right? That you willingness that know that there is someone is guiding you to make those tweaks, to make those changes because she's done it before. She's the best. And she's going to only support you so that you can be successful and that you can thrive. And whatever you're bringing forward materialize in this beautiful thing that you will enjoy the level of bliss, the level of joy, the level of accept. Because think about the proud moment you can hold your book up, whether it's paperback, whether it's Kindle form or hardcover. And you have that moment, the level of feeling that you feel in that moment. And you say, I'm so grateful that I have someone who supported me on my journey. I was thinking about it all the time. I was worrying about it. I don't know what, but no, you decide to make that bold move. You decide to step forward with that level of confidence and say, I don't know how it's going to work, but you know what? I'm going to contact someone who's as Rasie, who is going to support me on this journey. And I'm going to trust with faith and all will be well. And there you are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so incredible working with you both, to be honest.
Oh, it was. It
It
certainly
was
was. Rasie,
it's just
pure
smooth,
joy.
smooth. And so much, so we celebrated so many times, like all the different
We did.
steps.
Yes.
I just remember with all
Yes.
the emojis on our WhatsApp group messages.
Yes.
Yeah. True joy, true joy. It's
Yeah.
really a level of fulfillment,
Yes.
right? I
It
mean,
is.
we know you're the person in here, but we just toss on it useful because it has a level of joy that when you see every of your order that come through, books is materializes in the form and it's sharing with the world. It's just a joy, true joy.
It is.
It
It
is.
is. I love it. There's a couple words I took out, two sentences, very short. Just do it and start it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
It's like if
Just do
it,
it and start it.
anything that
Yes.
our audience can take away is just do it and start it.
And
You
start
have
it.
a
Yes.
package
Because
that
she
you
was
need to
yourself too.
deliver to the world, and
Yes. Yeah.
specifically the
Yeah.
people who need your information, who need to read your story, who need
Yeah.
this resource. And is there anything else that you want to share as we wrap it up? Maybe like where people can find you. I will put all the links. I'll actually put the links as well to your show so that they can check it out.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big
Yeah.
fan and referral. But yeah, go ahead. Maybe Joan and then Karen.
Diver, just put a side one into our
Oh
self-care
yeah,
is
yeah.
intentional.
Self-care is intentional.
Yes.
There was another quote that I really like from your first book. What is life if not self-care?
Yes.
I love that
Absolutely.
quote.
What is life if not self-care?
I can
Yes.
vibe with that. I can vibe with that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I
Go
And,
ahead,
have a
John.
thing on my fridge right now, and it's self-care is top priority than everything else. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, please.
and no, I was just going to say it's a great way to package both books together as a gift for a friend because
Good
you're
idea.
taking care of them as the self-care aspect, but you're also helping them to
Yes.
nourish and nurture themselves because nourish and nurturing, that is what make up the level of alignment that make you as a whole person because you're looking at all the areas of your life. You focus on the self-care, mental, physical, emotional, right? And then you're also looking at the aspect of your gut, moving brain fog, so that you can function. And not only just function, not just only living, but thriving,
Yes,
stepping in your power, showing up with your all so that you can give your best in every area that you focus on.
yes.
And then once you can do that, that's it. The transformation is done.
Yeah. So true.
Live the life you deserve.
Yeah. And because of our passion, you know, that is how come we started Soul Light and Body. Because we really wanted to give people information. Each week we bring on different guests that can help you to live a quality life. you know, and you can subscribe to Soul Light and Body. It's a YouTube channel. And you're going to see so many videos there that you can go through. It's so many topics. And you can look at the videos and do self-help. You know, you can do your self-help. And we also have enrichment of mind, body, and soul. That is one of our sister podcasts. And we have the reflective speaker series. And we just signed on to another radio station at the Holistic Healing Hour. That's Wombology. And, you know, it's all started out with a mission to help, is to help humanity.
Sure.
You know, and we every week we show up to be of service to humanity because we are here just to help. That is why we wrote the book, Your Gut and You. Is to help. It's just to help you to take care of yourself because it is essential. If we really want to take care of this structure, it's essential that we put in the right type of foods in our bodies. It is so essential that we do that. So just you could go on Amazon. It's available. Your Gut and You and Self-Care. It's intentional. Rasie is going to put all the links at the bottom of this video. So it's just to help you as an individual. And we also have our magazines, Start Healthy. You know, we have both digital and hard copy. Rasie is going to put the links as well down below. You can subscribe. And you know what? It's all for the Start Healthy magazine is for free. Whichever part of the world that you're living in, you're going to get a digital copy of the magazine. It's for free. Every month, you're going to get it to your email address. Once you subscribe, your email address is going to be in there and they're going to send it to you every month. It's all to help you as an individual to live a healthy lifestyle. And we cover so many topics in this magazine. We do also physical, we do mental, we do financing, how to take care of your finances, love, relationship. All these things are packed into the magazine as well. So it's to help you as an individual to live a quality life. Right, Joan?
That's correct. And as you continue to speak there, I just want to say something that remember today that you are special. Remember that you are amazing. And one of the things that we always like to talk about is choose what is choosing you.
Ooh, that's a good one. I love that. That's a really great line.
You can remember anything
wrap
else.
up with.
Choose what, right? Choose what is choosing you, because then your energy can be totally aligned. Your vibrations are aligned, and so that you feel all uplifted because you are choosing what is choosing you. Your focus, your level of clarity is in place. So you're choosing what chooses you.
And surround yourself with the right kind of people.
That's so important.
Surround yourself with the right kind of people, because many times we are not surrounding ourselves with the right kind of people. We are trying to fit in. You don't have to fit in. You do not have to fit in. You can stand out on your own.
100%.
That is why if you're sitting on a manuscript, it's time to get in contact with Rasie. Don't sit there anymore.
Go for it.
Get in contact with Rasie.
Take the first step. Take the first step.
And with your gut and you, there's different behaviors that a reader can implement that'll actually shift you away from certain company that is not serving you anymore. I can definitely attest to that. So I love that you closed up with that. I want to thank both of you for joining me and sharing this like goodie and nice treat for aspiring authors, also for your readers, for our community, anyone who I think it's everybody who needs to take care of their gut, right? Because it's like, even if you're not doing it already, you can start. And if you're already doing it, there's different resources there to help improve. And I definitely want to give a shout out to my team as well, because I didn't support you alone. I work with a whole team of editor and designers. So I definitely want to give them a shout out, because without them, we're not been able to put this out into the world, right?
We thank them too as well.
So thank you both so much. And for our audience listening, please go and pick it up if you want to take care of your gut and you. And the answer should be yes. And check out the description, right? Check out the description and get in touch with Karen and Joan. They're doing such incredible work in our world globally, at a global scale.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll have all the links in the comments and in the description. I'll see you all next time.
See
Later.
you
Thank
next
you.
time, dear.
Thank you so much, Rasie. Love you, girl.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure.